Part 1. The Despair and the Storm Asterisk. There are things in this universe that the human mind is not designed to comprehend. We look for angels in the shape of gentle guardians. But the ancient texts describe something else, something far more terrifying. Deep within the archives of biblical history lies a vision so complex, so bizarre, and so overwhelmingly powerful that it defies the laws of physics. It is a meeting between the finite and the infinite. Welcome to the vision of Ezekiel. The year is 593. BC, we find ourselves in the heart of the Babylonian Empire. The sun beats down on the dry, dusty banks of the Sheber River. Here, thousands of miles from home, sits a man named Ezekiel. Look at him. He is a priest without a temple, a man of God in a land of pagans. He is turning 30 years old, the very year he was supposed to begin his service to the Lord in Jerusalem. But Jerusalem is gone. His dreams are shattered, much like the broken pottery in his rough, work-worn hands. He sits in silence, listening to the river, perhaps wondering if God has forgotten him. In this moment, he is just a prisoner of war, abandoned, alone. He looks at the towering walls of Babylon, etched with images of false gods like Marduk, feeling the crushing weight of captivity. Where are you, Yahweh? His heart cries out. Are you only the God of Israel? Have you lost your power here? But as he gazes toward the horizon, the atmosphere begins to shift. Can you feel it? The wind picks up. Not a gentle breeze, but a sudden, violent gust that whips the sand around his sandals. The temperature drops. The air becomes heavy with electricity. Ezekiel stands, confusion washing over his face. Something is coming from the north. It wasn't just a storm. It was an immense cloud, a darkness that swallowed the sun. But inside the darkness, there was fire. Flashes of lightning didn't just strike. They danced within the cloud. A glowing amber center like molten metal pulsated with a heartbeat of its own. Ezekiel raises his hand to shield his eyes not from the dust, but from the glory that is about to crash into his reality. Part 2. The living creatures, and then, out of the chaos, they emerged. The Bible calls them living creatures. But as the fire parts, we see they are unlike anything walking on this earth. At first glance, they possess the upright form of a man. But that is where the familiarity ends. Look closely at their faces. Each being possesses 4 distinct visages, seeing all directions of the cosmos simultaneously. On the right, the face of a lion roaring with the majesty and power of the wild, the king of beasts. On the left, the face of an symbolizing, unyielding strength, service, and endurance. At the back, the sharp, piercing gaze of an eagle representing supreme speed and the divinity of the heavens. And in the front, the face of a man, the image of intelligence, reason, and the crown of creation. 4 faces, 1 head. A biological impossibility, yet here they stand, burning with a terrifying beauty. They are not bound by gravity. Each creature has 4 magnificent wings. 2 are stretched upward, locking with the wings of their neighbor, forming a perimeter of holiness, a connection of power. The other 2 wings cover their bodies. Even these mighty beings in all their power cover themselves in humility before the source of their life. And beneath those wings, human hands. Hands that are ready to serve. Their legs do not bend like ours. They are straight, rigid pillars. And their feet. Look at them. Not human feet, but the round hooves of a calf. They don't just stand. They shine. Burnished bronze, polished to a mirror finish, reflecting the amber fire that swirls around them. How do they move? They don't walk. They don't turn. They dart. Like flashes of lightning. One moment they are here, the next, they are there. The speed is incomprehensible. They move as a single unit, fueled by a fire that burns between them like torches. Ezekiel falls back, his breath stolen from his lungs. He is witnessing beings that exist outside of time as he knows it. Asterisk, asterisk. They stand rigid now, glowing like burning coals. Their eyes, those 4 sets of eyes, miss nothing. They are the cherubim, the guardians of God's holiness, and they have descended into the dirt of Babylon. Part 3. The wheels within wheels. Ezekiel tries to steady himself. He looks down at the earth beside these creatures. If the biological horror of the angels wasn't enough, what he sees next is a masterpiece of cosmic engineering. Wheels, massive, towering structures, but not simple cartwheels. These are wheels, intersecting wheels, gyroscope of divine geometry. A structure that allows movement in any of the 4 directions without ever needing to turn. They gleam like beryl greenish gold, translucent, precious. Asterisk, asterisk, but look closer at the rims. They are high, and they are awesome, and they are alive. The rims are completely covered in eyes. Hundreds of unblinking eyes, watching, observing. These are the Ophanim, the many-eyed ones. They represent the omnipresence of God. There is no secret sin, no hidden thought, no dark corner of the universe that these eyes do not see. Asterisk, asterisk. Watch what happens when the creatures move. The wheels move with them, instantly. When the creatures rise, the wheels rise. Why? Because the spirit of the living creatures is in the wheels. It is a perfect symbiosis of biology and mechanics. Spirit and matter. Asterisk, asterisk. Ezekiel crawls on his hands and knees, dust clinging to his sweat-soaked brow. He stares at the spinning lights, the sparks flying from the chrysolite rims. He realizes this isn't just a vision. It's a vehicle. It is a chariot that can travel anywhere. And right now, it is advancing toward him. Asterisk, asterisk. The hum of the wheels vibrating against the desert floor creates a frequency that shakes his very bones. The entire structure, this mountain of fire eyes and wings, begins to lift. Part 4. The Throne of Sapphire. As they rise, Ezekiel looks up. Above the heads of the creatures stretches an expanse of firmament. It shines like terrible crystal, like a sheet of ice stretched across the sky. And the sound, it is deafening, like the roar of rushing waters, like the voice of the Almighty, like the tumult of an army charging into battle. The wings beat against the air, creating a storm of noise. Asterisk, asterisk, and then ... silence. In an instant, the wings drop. The creature stands still. The roar fades. The world holds its breath. A voice comes from above the crystal expanse. Asterisk, asterisk. Ezekiel dares to lift his eyes one last time. It's piercing through the barrier of the firmament. And there, he sees it, the throne. It is made of sapphire, deep, royal, resonating blue lapis, lazuli glowing with an inner light that contrasts with the fiery amber below. Asterisk, asterisk. Seated on this sapphire throne is a figure with the likeness of a man. But this is no ordinary man. From the waist up, he is like glowing hot metal. From the waist down, he is fire. He is pure energy, pure holiness. Surrounding him is a radiance, a halo of colors like a rainbow shining through the rain. It is the symbol of the covenant, the promise that even in the storm, there is mercy. Asterisk, asterisk. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord, Ezekiel, the priest. The exile, the man can stand no longer. He falls face down. He presses his face into the Babylonian dirt. He understands now. God is not locked in the temple in Jerusalem. God is not defeated. God is here, riding on the wings of the storm, seated on a throne of blue fire, right in the middle of his hopeless situation. Part 5. Conclusion and call to action. Slowly, the vision begins to ascend, fading into the heavens, leaving behind a silence that rings louder than the noise. Ezekiel lifts his head. The dust of the desert is still on his face, but something has changed. Asterisk, asterisk. The sun is setting over the Chebar River now. The same river, the same exile, the same chains. But the man is different. He stands up. He dusts off his robe. The sadness in his eyes has been replaced by a burning fire, a reflection of what he just saw. He knows now that he is not alone. He has seen the king, and he has a message to deliver. Asterisk, asterisk, Ezekiel's vision reminds us that the reality we see with our eyes is only a fraction of the truth. Behind the veil of our world, the wheels are turning and the throne is occupied. What do you think this vision represents? Is it a spaceship, a dimensional portal, or a symbolic representation of God's omnipresence? Let us know your theory in the comments below. If this journey into the mysteries of the Bible fascinated you, please like this video and subscribe. We have many more ancient secrets to uncover. Until next time, keep looking up.
Hear the word of the Lord, you exiles by the river Chebar.